Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Paradise, and today we're going to do a few of my favorite stretches for our hamstrings. I do highly recommend having a strap and a couple of blocks for this one. If you don't have a strap, you can always just use a belt, and instead of blocks, a couple of thick books would do it. All right, with that, let us go ahead and get started. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start on our backs. If you would, please find your way there. So coming onto the back body, and we'll just take a moment to arrive. Let's close the eyes, bring a hand onto your chest and a hand onto your stomach. And you can keep the knees bent and actually let them fall in towards one another so that this feels restful for you. And we'll just take a couple of deep breaths to find our way into body. Big breath in all the way down to the lowest part of your belly. And as you exhale, try to exhale fully. We'll take one more breath here together. And out. And now let us go ahead and stretch and reach, fingertips away from the toes. A big good morning stretch. Get as long as you possibly can in your body. On an exhale, hug your knees into your belly and give yourself a little squeeze. We'll rock some side to side. Release your left foot down onto the earth and release your fingers behind your right thigh. As you're ready, with an inhale, we'll go ahead and extend our right leg long towards the sky. Exhale, bend into your right knee. And do this a few times. Again, inhale, extend your leg. Exhale, bend. One more time. Inhale and exhale. The next time your right knee is bent, go ahead and reach for your strap or your belt. You're going to take it along the ball of the foot. So not the arch or the heel, but the ball of the foot, the meaty part, right at the base of the toes. And here, we'll go ahead and extend our right leg long towards the sky. So draw the toes down towards you and kick out through the heel. And just notice where your leg kind of naturally goes. And we'll just take a moment and pause there. And then we want to be really mindful. We don't want to pull anything. But as you're ready, with a breath in, we're going to just gently guide the leg a little bit closer in. And then as you exhale, let it move back to where it naturally wants to live. Again, inhale, we'll draw that right thigh a little closer in towards the body. Exhale, let it move back into neutral. And do this a few more times, moving with breath. Now, you're welcome to continue to work in this way, or if you'd like, you can extend your left leg long onto the mat. Notice that as you do this, you'll have to give yourself a little bit more slack on this right leg. And please be willing. So we have three hamstrings that we work with on each leg. And when we extend our left leg long, we have two different sets of 6 hamstrings that we're working with. And so we have to be a little bit more gentle. Now, again, you can draw that leg a little bit closer in as you breathe in, and exhale, let it move a little further away. One more time like this. Make sure that you're incorporating the breath and you're not holding your breath. It is key to our practice. Now let's go ahead and take both ends of the strap into our right leg, our right hand, I should say. And if your left leg is not extended yet, please go ahead and find that at this time. So both ends of the strap into the right hand. We'll take a big breath in. As you exhale, you'll open your right leg out to the right. And here you're going to continue to kick out through the right heel and continue to kick out through the left heel. Take a big breath in and out. And then with an inhale, we're going to come all the way back up through center. Switch the strap. Take both ends into the left hand. Try to keep your right shoulder on the earth as we take the leg across the body. Working our way into the IT band, the outer seam of the right leg now. Keep kicking out through that right heel. One more breath here. And out. And then with an inhale, we'll go ahead and come on back up through center. Bend into your right knee. Release the strap, release the bind, and give yourself a moment to pause and be still. I love checking in with the body at this point in the practice because you can really feel the difference right side to the left. And then as you're ready, let's again reach long, fingertips away from the toes. Exhale, knees into the belly, a little squeeze, a little rock. We'll go ahead and set our right foot down onto the earth, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh, and we'll just start to wake up the hamstrings first. As you're ready, inhale, extend your left leg long, exhale, bend into your left knee. And keep moving like this, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, left leg long, exhale, bend into your left knee. Now comes the strap along the ball of the left foot. As you're ready, go ahead and once again extend that left leg long towards the sky. Now here, on a breath in, we'll draw the thigh a little bit closer towards us. As you exhale, let it move a little further away. Again, inhale and exhale. Nice and easy, there's no rush or hurry. In fact, the slower we move, the more we're able to feel. The more we're able to tune in to where we're holding tension, and we can work with our breath and our mind to try to release some of that. All right, as you're ready, we'll go ahead and re-extend that right leg long now onto the mat. And again, notice that this left leg is going to have to move a little further away from you, and that's totally natural and normal. Please be willing. Again, I want you to feel better after this practice, so listen to your body. Again, a breath in and out. Imagine your breath moving in to the back of this left thigh here. And as you exhale, imagine some tension leaving your body. We'll take both ends of the strap into the left hand. We'll take a breath in. On an exhale, left leg's gonna open out to the left. Now keep kicking out through the right heel. Take another breath here and out. Inhale is gonna bring you all the way back up through center. We'll switch the strap into our right hand, and we're gonna take this left leg across the body, only so far as we can keep our left shoulder rooted on the earth. Keep kicking out through your left heel. Keep working with your breath. One more breath in and out. On an inhale, go ahead and bring yourself all the way back up. Bend into your left knee. Once again, like a mini Shavasana. We're just gonna take a little moment here to be on our back body. And then let's again reach long, fingertips away from the toes, get as long as you possibly can. Exhale, hug those knees into the belly. You might even pick the shoulders up off the mat. Now forehead towards the knees. Start to rock and roll along the length of the spine. This is just a suggestion. If this does not feel good in your body, please feel free to skip this. And as you're ready, we'll go ahead and come all the way up. Let's find our way into a tabletop position. I'm gonna orient myself this way. So hands are going to be right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips. And let's just move a little bit into the spine here before we get back to the hamstrings. So as you're ready, we'll inhale, lift the heart and tail at the belly, soften down towards the ground. Exhale, dome and round your back and press the ground away from you. Let's do that again. Inhale, extend your spine, belly soft, lift your heart. Exhale, dome, round your back like a Halloween cat. And then we'll go ahead and pause. We're gonna step our right leg forward, and this is where the blocks come in. Finding our way into a half splits pose. So we'll start with this right knee bent. The blocks are right underneath my hands. And if your left knee is feeling sensitive, please feel free to take a blanket underneath that left knee. Make sure that the heart is lifted. We'll take a breath here. As you exhale, we'll extend to the right leg. The toes are gonna draw back towards you. Again, inhale, bend into your right knee, and exhale, extend. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, bend, and exhale, extend. Lovely. This time we will hold our half splits pose. We're going to inhale again. Think about lengthen the body. So think about taking the crown of the head as far up and away from the pelvis as you can. On an exhale, we're going to bow forward any amount. And instead of rounding your spine and trying to take the nose here to the shin, instead I want you to think about drawing your navel, your belly towards the thigh, continuing to lift through the heart and taking the top of your head towards the right big toe. We'll take another breath here and out. Lovely. And then let's go ahead and rebend that right knee. We'll plant the palms, step the right leg back. Right away to that second side we go. Left leg's going to step forward. Again, find your blocks. right underneath your shoulders, yeah, so that you're not having to reach for them. Anytime we're upright in our practice, we actually want to try to continue to lift through the heart here. So try to feel that like a cobra sensation in your upper back. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, extend through your front leg. Back and forth you go. Inhale, bend into your left knee. Exhale, extend. And really trying to tune in and feel all the sensations along the way, feeling our way into the hamstrings here. The next time your left leg's extended, let's hold. Inhale again for length as you exhale, drawing the navel a little bit closer towards the thigh. Tucking that chin in, crown of the head reaching for your left big toe. We'll take one more breath here and out. Lovely, and then let's go ahead and rebend that left knee. We'll step that left leg back and finding our way into our first downward facing dog of the practice. So spread your fingers out nice and wide. Make sure your wrists are at least shoulders distance apart. We'll go ahead and curl the toes under, lift your knees and hips. Here now, pedal through your feet. So heavy one heel, bend the opposite leg. Again, moving into the hamstrings in this way. And then we're going to take the feet wide as the mat, and start to walk your hands back until you can heavy your heels down. If the earth still feels far, you can always take a blanket, a block underneath this right palm. So right hand to the center of the mat. We're going to grab anywhere along the right leg here with the left hand and give yourself a little tug, a little pull. Let the head hang and draw your right hip crease back. Take a big breath in and out. And then come on back through center. Left palm to the center of the mat. You'll reach for the outside of the left leg with the right hand. Press into your left palm. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, give yourself a little tug over towards this left leg and draw your left hip crease back. Lovely. And then go ahead and unwind. We'll come on back. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you'd like here. We're going to press into thighs, shins get long. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release, let it go. Just a little ragdoll moment. You can let the arms hang here. You can grab opposite elbows. If neck and shoulders are talking to you this evening, today, whatever time of the day it is for you that you're doing this, you can interlace the fingers back behind the head and just let the weight of the arms help you find a little bit more traction in the spine. Be careful that you're not pulling down. And take another breath in and out. And then we'll go ahead and release, and we're going to slowly bring ourselves all the way up to standing. Lovely. Okay, so let's go ahead and step our right leg forward now, and we're going to keep the left leg back. I'm setting up for what we call pyramid pose here. We want to make sure that our feet are on railroad tracks as opposed to a balance beam, so that your left foot is in line with your left sitting bone, right foot in line with your right sitting bone. And again, this is a good one to have some blocks or some height close by. Yeah. So now here, think about pressing down into the feet and then lifting up through the muscles. So think about hugging your muscles to your bones, lifting the kneecaps, lifting pelvic floor. So stand really tall. Take a big breath in. Let's go ahead and bring the hands onto the hips. We're going to hinge at the hips and bow forward. Now you can take the hands anywhere along the right thigh. If they can meet the blocks, then please feel free to do that. But we're going to have a moment here of breath for length. So wherever you are, hands on the blocks, hands onto that front thigh, think length, crown of the head towards the front of your mat. Take a breath in, and then on an exhale, we'll bow any amount deeper. So again, we're trying to find more and more length in the body in our practice. So here, try not to break the line of your neck. So there's a tendency to kind of look forward. See if you can let the head go so that the top of your head's reaching for your right big toe. Continue to draw your right hip crease back. You might think a little bit more length in your body every time you breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe trying to bow a little bit deeper. But again, listening to the body and being very mindful. And then we're going to go ahead and add a little twist here. So as you inhale again, find some length in your body. Left hand stays underneath your shoulder, right hand to hip or sky as we start to open our torso up towards the right. You can keep this right hand at the hip. Again, you can reach it up for the sky. Keep working right hip crease back. One more breath in Exhale, unwind, let it go. Let's bend into that right knee with a big inhale. We'll come into a warrior one here on this right side. We'll stretch for that left thigh, and then we'll go ahead and step it back. All right, let's do that on the other side. So we're gonna step that left leg forward. My right leg stays back. And again, my feet are on railroad tracks or sitting bones distance apart. My toes are mostly pointed towards the front of the mat here. Let's bring the hands onto the hips. Again, think about rooting down through your feet, lifting up from the ground up. Hug your belly in. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll bow, hinging at the hips. Hands anywhere along the left thigh, maybe onto your blocks. With an inhale, we're going to find a little bit more length in the body. As you exhale, bow in any amount deeper. And just notice sensation. Notice if this side feels different than the other. Notice what's coming up for you as you breathe and stretch your body here. We'll take another breath in and a full breath out. One more time like this. You might think a little bit more length in your torso as you breathe in. Exhale, maybe bowing any amount deeper. And then let's go ahead and add in a little twist. So we'll inhale for length, right hand underneath your right shoulder, left hand to the hip. On an exhale, we'll open up to the left. And you can keep this left hand at the hip, or you might extend it up towards the sky. Take one more breath here. Exhale, unwind. And then we'll go ahead and rebend that left knee, coming into a warrior one on this left side. And then we'll go ahead and step it back. Lovely. All right, we're going to come into a forward fold here from Tadasana. So first, build your Tadasana, your mountain pose. You want to make sure that your feet are sitting bones distance apart. I'm going to come to face you for this one. So sitting bones distance apart, the toes are spread out nice and wide. We'll bring the hands onto the hips, roll the shoulders back. Lift through the heart, engage your belly, take a big breath in. As you exhale, we'll go ahead and bow. And you can keep the hands at the hips, or you might go ahead and release the hands as I'm doing. Again, you could just let the arms hang, maybe hands anywhere along the legs or to the toes. And just let yourself take a few moments and breathe here into the backs of the thighs. Once again, big breath in and a full breath out. Now, if you are able to grab onto the toes, there's a bind here, an option for a bind. You can take your peace fingers to the inside of the big toe, your thumbs to the outside. You would bring your fingertips to touch. Inhale for length. So lengthen your spine only so far as you can extend your arms. Exhale, elbows go east to west and the head hangs. There's a tendency for the shoulders to hang here. See if you can pick them up, move them away from the ears. As you inhale, think lengthen your spine, crown of the head towards the toes. Exhale. Trying to soften and release and let go of some tension. If you have any kind of a bind here, release and let go. Let us slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Take your time. Lovely. We're going to do just one more here. We're going to come to have a seat now on the mat. And we're going to come into Paschimottanasana, so a seated forward fold with both legs long. I'll actually go this way here on the mat. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. And if you do find it challenging to sit up tall here with the legs extended out in front of you, you can always take a blanket underneath the sitting bones. What they'll do is they'll help kind of tilt the pelvis slightly forward, lift out of the low back, and you'll be able to find that spine nice and long. So my legs are very active here. It's as if I'm standing on them. I'm going to take a deep, full breath in. And then again, think about hinging at the hips as you bow forward. And the hands can come anywhere along the legs, on the mat, alongside of the legs. If you can, again, grab big toes. That bind is, again, available here. And you would think lengthen the spine, lengthen the arms on a breath in, elbows east to west as you bow forward. We're just going to take a couple of breaths here. Big breath in, full breath out. We'll take one more inhale and exhale. Lovely. Slowly go ahead and bring yourself all the way back up. Sometimes all that forward folding can be a little irritating on the low back here. So let's go ahead and find a twist to neutralize the spine. We'll just come into a cross-legged position, what we call Sukhasana, and I'll come to face you again here. Again, think lengthen your body as you breathe in. And we're simply going to twist over towards the right. Now get your right fingertips as close to your sacrum as you can get them. Press into your fingertips. And again, if the earth feels far, please feel free to grab that block. Take it underneath your hands. Grow your spine as you breathe in. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. We're giving ourselves a little tug to help us find some traction here as we find this twist. We'll take one more breath here. Exhale, unwind, come on back through center. Hands onto the legs, anywhere you can find them. Let's extend the spine as you breathe in. Exhale, dome and round your back as you breathe out. Let's do that one more time. And then we'll twist to the other side. So as you're ready, left hand as close to your sacrum as you can get it. Right hand on top of that left thigh. Press into your back fingertips. Think lengthen your body as you breathe in. Exhale to twist. We'll stay here for one more breath in and out. On your next inhale, go ahead and come on back through center. If you have time to take rest, a little Shavasana here, I highly recommend it. But I did want to just go through a few exercises to help us open up the backs of the legs. So with that, thank you so much for practicing with me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.